Alright, we are back for episode number 4 of our Running with the Devils, or Running the Devils FHM8 sim. We are general managing, not coaching, just general managing the New Jersey Devils. We haven't made too many moves, if any. We ran training camp, and we've just been going month by month. At least that's what I did in the last video, and sorry that I haven't uploaded in a while. Having a little bout, finishing off a battle with COVID-19 for the second time, so getting over that, but feeling a little bit better, closer to 100%, and ready to get back at it. We left off with a very good month of November. We are sitting pretty right now, 4th in the Eastern Conference. Did not expect that one. We started, but here we are, and we are about to get going for the month of December, and we are starting off with a game against the Minnesota Wild. I did realize that last time when I was doing this. Oh, this is weird. Look at these base gens here. They're all cut off, but last time when I was running this, I had my color settings way off. I think the HDR was on and OBS didn't like that very much, so fixed that. It shouldn't be too bright now. Color should be a little better. But now we have a face gen issue, which is strange in itself. But here we go. We are at the Xcel Energy Center in Minnesota, and we are on the penalty kill very quickly. Oh, I did change that. I have names now on the little players because I know the numbers sometimes can be confusing, and the Wild score. I kind of like the names and the numbers. Fiala puts the Wild up by 1. Devils take another penalty. Halfway through the first period. And the Wild score again. It was Yost. It is 2-0 Wild. And make it 3 in the first. Wild are all over the Devils. Erikssonek makes it 3-0. Bad period to start off December for the Devils. Down 3-0. Devils take another penalty. Killed it off. And remember, our our power play needs some work. But Devils do score even strength here to get on the board. It is Pavel Zacha 6th. Another assist there by Jack Hughes, who's continuing his swell play. 3-1. It's Hischier to Zacha, back to Hischier. Face-off. Another face-off. And the Devils score. Yegor Sharangovich from Graves and Hischier. It's 3-2. And that with 4 seconds left in the period, that's a big goal. Gives us a chance here going into the third period. Down by 1, trying to rally all the way back from 3-0. Johnson takes the shot and scores! And the Devils come all the way back in the early stage of the third period, 50 seconds into the period. So a late goal at the end of the second, early goal at the third. We are tied at 3. Nice rally for the Devils. Will they get a point out of it? Uh-oh, this is trouble. The Wild score with 3:05 to go. Matt Dumba puts it up 4-3. Devils trying with the empty net. It's not going to work. The Wild will cash in the open net. So Devils try to battle back. They get to tie it, but not enough to win the game, and they drop both points, unfortunately. What is going on with this face gen issue right now? Now another guy is broken up. Very weird. Devils lose 5-3. Battled, didn't get it done as we look. Graves had a great game on defense. Ty Smith did not. Riley Walsh did not. Pavel Zacha had one of his worst games. So did Jimmy Vesey. So not very good. Bernier played okay. I mean, considering we gave up 39 shots and he put in 897 with that. Gave us a chance. Bad first period for all of us. Former Devil Dakota Mermis, 3rd star. I liked him when he was on New Jersey. He was just quiet. Did his job. So we dropped the first one in December. Fall to 14, 7-1. Nathan McKinnon had a 17-game point streak. Wow. Let's see. Are all these face gens working? See, now I don't understand that. So some of them are just chopped off. I don't know what that's about. See if I can fix that real quick. Can't do it here. I don't know where. Picture menu? That's strange to me. So I fixed one thing and now that's going a little weird. It's weird. See, like, he's working. Some of them are working. And that some of them are getting chopped off. I wonder why that is. Alright, sorry about that. I believe we got, excuse me, everything fixed. See, I got Heisher's picture back. Got Bastion's back. Yep. Don't know what that was about, but it was a little, driving me a little bit crazy there. Couldn't have that. Needed to figure it out. Got it fixed. We're back to going in December. So we lost first game in Minnesota. We are heading out to Winnipeg. And yes, the pictures are working. That makes me a lot happier. Let's get rolling. Mackenzie Blackwood in the goal against Connor Hellebuck in Winnipeg. The Canada Life Center. First period, Devils take an early penalty. They kill it off. Here comes Pavel Zacha into the zone. Hands over to Hischier, who scores. Devils go up 1-0. Halfway through the first period. Still 1-0 embellishment on Chase DeLeo. That's not good. Oh, so we had a guy diving and he's going to cost us a goal? That's not cool. Winnipeg ties it on the power play. Mark Scheifele. Not cool, DeLeo. Second period. Jets in the zone. Score! It's 2-1, Winnipeg. Scheifele to the box, Devils power play. Oh, no. Boarding major for Sharangovich. That's not what you want to do on the power play. Winnipeg takes penalty, it's 4-on-4. Winnipeg back to power play, nothing. Josh Morrissey. So nothing doing there. Special teams in that period. A lot of special teams time, but nothing happening. Our power play still needs to get going in the worst way. Devils take a penalty. And Winnipeg is going to score. It's a power play goal for the Jets. It's 3-1. Nate Schmidt to the box. Devils have a power play, and they will finally score. Leave with the man advantage there, so Zacha makes it 3-2. Can the Devils get closer? Devils take a penalty. And they can't, so they drop their second in a row. 3-2, close game. Can't get it done. We have to see if Sharangovich is going to get suspended for that boarding. So the defense actually looks like it played really well. All 6 of them. Great game on defense. Even Graves, who, 67, not the best, but almost everybody in the blue. DeLeo did not play well. Miles Wood did not play well. Sharangovich gave a good score, but that 5-minute penalty, not ideal. So dropped 2 straight. Both close games, but not ideal to start the month of December. This is similar to what happened to the real-life New Jersey Devils in the 21-22 season. They started off with a really good October, or a decent October. November was and then December the wheels came off. So I'm wondering if we're going to see something similar here. We have some waiver claims. Yeah, another waiver claim. And there's somebody who's being offered. I'm not interested. And we will continue on as we approach our next game with the Philadelphia Flyers. Flyers, who are 5 points behind us in the standings. Our next game's still a few days away. It's December 5th in the sim. Game is December 8th. We still see Jack Hughes and Tatar up there in goals. Kucherov has a great night. David Camp back from suspension. Mangiapane had a strong night. Bastian is primed to return. I believe he's still on the roster. Nolan Patrick says he thinks the Vegas Golden Knights have made a mistake by putting him on waivers. Interesting. He was the second overall pick behind Nico Hischier. He's got, right, a little fragile. He's had some concussion issues in the past. But his stats, he's just been struggling in the NHL level. What's his contract? That doesn't seem right. I feel like that's... Oh, here it is. NHL salary 1.4. Yeah, I think this is... I guess because it's waivers? I don't think. Unless, maybe it's because I claim... I don't know. But... I don't want to claim him. It's interesting, but he is just not performing lately. Not exactly ideal. Would be cool, I guess, to have the number 1 and number 2 picks from that draft, but not when not producing, so we'll continue on. We see still a day away. As the Hurricanes are now tied with us, the Flyers are 1 point behind. And there was Kraken claim Nolan Patrick, so we wouldn't have gotten him anyway. We put a claim in. He will go to Seattle. Slater Kokyok got claimed. Kevin Fiala's on a hot streak. We got a trade, which New York the Rangers traded for Darren Radish for a 4th. Okay, we're all caught up on the news, and we have our game at home. Prudential Center. The Flyers come to town as we look to end our skid here. Sharangovich did not get suspended. He just got that 5 for boarding. So it'll be the Devils and Flyers. Martin Jones versus Jonathan Bernier in the nets at Prudential Center. Ryan Graves. We are taking a lot of early penalties. Really are. Killed that one off though, so that's good. Ryan Graves with his second penalty in the very early going of this game. We killed it off again. Nick Merkley takes a penalty, so the Devils go on a power play. They get nothing. Ristolainen takes a penalty. And are the Flyers about to score shorthanded? Oh, that's right after they took the penalty, and the Devils score. So another power play goal, this one from Dougie Hamilton. It's 1-0 Devils, and right off the face-off, after the goal, Devils take it into the zone, and they score again. It's Dougie Hamilton, back-to-back goals for Dougie Hamilton. He's just, and we're gonna have something right off this face-off. Now here come the Flyers, right into the zone. Lindblom takes a shot, save, face-off, score. So 3 quick goals in this game. It's 2-1 New Jersey. Devils will have a power play to start the second period. Riley Walsh takes a penalty. Flyers go on a power play. Flyers ice the puck. And a goal! Dougie Hamilton with a hat trick. A short-handed goal this time. It's 3-1 New Jersey. Here come the Flyers. They score. It is 3-2. Penalty. Third period underway. As we are up 3-2. And that'll do it. They'll hang on to win 3-2. So, got to be a 99 rating for Hamilton on offense. No? 74. He had 3 goals. Graves did not have his best game. We know he took those penalties early. Zaka didn't have his best game, but Oquist didn't play well. But everybody else did fairly well, including Bernier, who stopped 27 of 29. Very good. Alright, once again, ready to go. We've got some news that Dougie Hamilton had his strong game. Yes, he did. He had a hat trick there. We're ready to continue advancing in December, as we are holding on to 4th in the Metro. 1 point behind the Rangers with 3 games in hand. And we got the news that Subban is close to being healthy. I don't remember. I'll look real quick. So everybody on the roster for the Subban's day-to-day, but still with the last right hand. Pratt still ekes away. Nice having him, but we don't. Okay. Alright. Getting ready to welcome the Predators to town. Predators 13-7-7. Devils 15-8-1. We last played them on the road and lost 3-2. So we'll see how we do with them here. It'll be Saros versus Bernier in goal. First period at the Prudential Center. And that's a Devils power play coming up. Killed off by Nashville. Nashville sends it all the way down. Icing. And a shot off the face-off goes in. It's Riley Walsh's second from Nate Bastian. It's 1-0 New Jersey. The Devils go on a power play. It's killed off. Predators taking on the sportsmanlike call. Period ends. Devils don't score on a power play again. Still 1-0 halfway through the game. And that second period comes to an end. It is still a 1-0 lead. Numbers look good so far. Nothing in the red, but that can change. Third period underway. Walsh hands it over. Here comes Hughes in. Score! Jack Hughes, his 15th. Sharangovic's 15th assist. Siegenthaler's 5th assist. 2-0. As Devils take a penalty. And right off the face-off. Another face-off. Scores. So a penalty kill for New Jersey, not successful. Nashville scores. Forsberg cuts the lead in half. It's 2-1. 5 minutes to go in the third. Nashville trying to tie it up late. They do with 1:50 to go. That one hurts. Johansson ties the game at 2. We go to overtime. Devils take a penalty in overtime. It doesn't matter. Oh, here we go with the shootout. Lines and glitches. There's the bowling pins all over. Oh, but Tatar's going to come in. First shot, save by Saros. Philip Forsberg for the Predators is going to get his chance. Comes in on Bernier. Save, Bernier. Jack Hughes for the Devils. Hughes comes in. Scores. So, Nashville trying to even things up in the second round of the shootout. It'll be Granlund. Granlund walks out to the side. Save! Bernier. Devils can end it with a goal here. Sharangovich. Gonna try to end it in a shootout on Saros. Nope. Up to Bernier to make the save to win the game. Duchesne can extend it to the extra rounds of the shootout with a goal. Duchesne walks in. Save! Bernier. Devils take the game 3-2 in the shootout. As Siegenthaler picks up the first star of the game. Take a look at our stats. Siegenthaler got the first star of the game, and he had what looks to be a pedestrian game. But the assist, they're saying, must have been a really nice one. So, interesting call there. Riley Walsh good on the offensive side. Not so much defensive side. McLeod not so good on the offensive side, but a very good defensive game. Everybody else played pretty well. Defense, we'd like to see a little more offense, but you know what? When they put 80s or high 70s, that's all right. And Walsh, he's going to be more of an offensive defenseman. So, I mean, you'd like to see a little bit better than a 48. Same with Siegenthaler, you don't want to see a 46. And Siegenthaler's usually a good defenseman. Behind the little camera there, Jonathan Bernier's rating was a 98. Stopped 36 of 38 shots. So, very good. And we have PK Subban is ready to come back from injury. So Subban comes back, and we have to send somebody down, right? Yep, we have one extra player. Gonna have to be defenseman. So I think Jaros is going to go. He hasn't been drawing in the lineup. His last game, well, he got one on the 3rd of December, but just not being used that much. I think Walsh is being used pretty well. The last 2 games he was used. But can I send Walsh down without putting him on waivers? I don't think I can send Jaros down. You have to put him on waivers. I don't think I have to for Walsh. Right. So we're gonna do that. Don't necessarily want to lose Jaros yet. And Subban comes back and he sure goes out. Day to day. Day to days sometimes end up being a long time in this. He's game unavailable. What's our schedule look like? We have a game tomorrow, so he's not gonna play. I put him on the injured list, and you gotta wait a week. Should have kept the wall shut. No, because we're gonna need a forward, so we'll move Heischer to the injured list. We will call up Nice Lumps. Do we call Holtz back up? He played pretty well. Well, 4 points in 9 games. He's got 8 points in 10 games in the AHL. Holtz has 7 points in 11 games. We'll give Tyce Thompson a chance. Alright, so Heischer out. That hurts. Our captain, but doesn't seem to be a long injury as we are holding serve. Now moved up. Another trade, was it the Rangers or the Islanders? This one was the Islanders. Islanders send Ross Johnson away and pick up Jordan Greenway. That's, I think, a good trade for the Islanders. Johnson's more of an enforcer. Greenway looks like he can contribute with some points. So Wild, I guess, pick up some toughness. Islanders pick up some depth for their roster. And our next game, we are playing the Islanders, so we don't have to worry about Ross Johnson now, but we do have a little more depth, so we'll see how that plays out. Without Heischer, Mercer moves up. Ruff put Thompson in a shadow role on the right wing. We'll see how that works out. Subban will make his return today. Blackwood gets the start against Varlamov. First period underway from the new UBS Arena on Long Island. And, well, Tyce Thompson takes a penalty. Luckily we kill it off. Not a good first impression there, Tyce. Second period, McLeod takes a penalty. Devils get a 5-minute major. We've got to convert here. Beauvillier hits somebody. That could be an injury thing. Just gonna have to wait and see. Last time we had one of those, it hurt us bad. Here comes the Devils. Dawson Mercer on a power play score. So we get one at least on the major. That's all we get. Well, at least they got something on it. Smith goes to the box. Barzell goes to the box. Third period about to start. It's still 1-0. Devils take a penalty, kill it off, but the Islanders shortly thereafter. Kyle Palmieri, former Devil, hands it over to Pajot, who puts it home. And we're tied at 1. Third period. Chara from the blue line to Nelson in front to Beauvillier, who scores. It is 2-1. I think Beauvillier is the one who took the 5-minute, but I guess he didn't get a game misconduct with it. A lot of face-offs in action here. And the Devils tie it with 3:31 to go. It's Dawson Mercer Subban getting an assist in his return game. We're tied at 2. Late here in the third as another chance develops and score with 2:22 to go. Look at all the twos up there. Ryan Graves gets his second of the game from Bastian Subban with his second point of the day on his return. And the Devils take the 2 points. Wow. So in the third period, the Islanders go up with under 8 minutes to play, but the Devils rally for 2 quick goals at 16:30 and 17:38, 68 seconds apart, take 2 points away from the Islanders. Subban did not do well defensively in his return, but he did have 3 assists on the night, so that's what you love to see. And Tyce Thompson showing that maybe he just doesn't fit in here. And in goal, Mackenzie Blackwood had a huge night, 32 of 34 with a .941 save percentage. NHL has announced that Beauvillier will not be suspended for that hit. He only got a 5-minute major, but we have Nate Bastian has a severe calf laceration. It says minor injury, but that says 2 to 3 months left. He's game available, so he could play. He's gonna have stitches on his calf. He's gonna have them for a long time too. Interesting. That's gonna, I would think, affect his skating. Bastian. He's a right wing. I can send him down and call Holtz back up. I mean, not send him down, put him on the injured list. That's what we're going to do. Holtz has been up and down and up and down. See what happens here as Bastian goes to the injured list. I wonder. Yeah, he's 2 to 3 months. Oh, these are still day to day. A trade, Maxim Mammon, the Leafs for Kyle Clifford. I'll take it at 600 point. We still have 2 more days to go until we head on to Philadelphia. Cannot believe that we are sitting in second in the East right now, and Tampa Bay sitting set bottom. We should be switched with Tampa Bay, but in this alternate universe, Devils are playing well above expectations, and the Lightning are playing well below expectations. That's why you play the games. So Holtz goes up to the second line, Thompson centering the third line. Since the pairs look the same, let's go back to Bernier. They will play Jones. Devils have won the first 2 games of this season series as we head to Philly at the Wells Fargo Center. And the Flyers threatening early on. Lawton puts it home in front of the net. It is 1-0 Philadelphia in the early goings. Devils trying to answer. Here comes Alex Holtz, who scores. Welcome back. Oh, I guess it was tipped in front or something. Holtz took the shot. He got the primary assist. Austin Mercer is the one who put it home. Devils for the penalty kill. They kill it off. Saka to Holtz. Holtz again driving into the offensive zone. And that one goes in, and that one is Alexander Holtz. So a 2-point night in his return. He's saying, do not send me back down. So, second period underway with a 2-1 lead for the Devils. They go on the power play here. Face off the power play. Score! A power play goal for New Jersey. It's Dougie Hamilton from Tatar and Hughes to make it 3-1, but the Flyers are not ready to go away yet as Hayes rips it home just at the halfway point, just after the halfway point of the game. 3-2, New Jersey's lead. Sanheim takes a penalty. Flyers kill it off. Third period underway. Yandel takes a penalty. Couturier takes a penalty. They're all killed off. And with 5 minutes to play in the third, the Flyers tie the game with 4:42 to go. Lindblom from Atkinson and Couturier. And this game will go to overtime. And yet again, nothing is settled, so we go to a shootout. Konechny for Philadelphia will go first on Bernier. Where did it go? It went wide. I guess he didn't even hit the net. Here comes Jack Hughes. Taking on Jones. Save by Jones. It'll be Owen Tippett for the Philadelphia Flyers. He's 1 for 2 in his career. Scores. The Flyers take a 1-goal lead in the shootout. Johnson will go. This is his first shootout. He scores. First attempt goes in. Wade Allison for the Flyers. His first shootout scores, and the Devils have to score to keep it alive. They send out Alex Holtz. He's had a big night. Well, a really good first period. He scores. We go to the extra rounds. Goalie's having trouble here. Atkinson has destroyed the Devils in real life in the past. But not there. Bernier makes the save. Devils going for the win. Sharangovich could end it here and take 2 points for the Devils. He can score. He does not, so we go again. It'll be Couturier now. Trying to give the Flyers the edge. Does not, so once again the Devils can end it. They'll send out Tatar. Tatar skating in. He scores! And the Devils take yet another shootout. And they win it 4-3. The shots 42-34 for the Flyers. Tatar wins it in a shootout. Defensively, it looks pretty good from the defensemen, not so much the forwards. Miles Wood did not have a very good game. Tyce Thompson, still not great, but getting a little better. And Bernier with a 93 game rating. He has stepped up his play. So New Jersey will ride back home. And they will welcome in the Golden Knights. As Nico Hischier is almost ready to go, but I think we'll give him just one more night before we head out to Detroit. Got mail. Jesper Bratt is recovered enough to resume skating and will probably be fully recovered in about 2 weeks. It would be premature to play him at this point, so at least we're progressing. Good to see. Almost there. And waivers. Connaughton, no. Dalton Smith, no. I mean, yeah, no. Alright, so the Golden Knights putting in Robin Lanner, Mackenzie Blackwood in for New Jersey. First period underway. Here comes Holtz again. The Mercer to a line change and a goal. It's Jimmy BC's fourth. Tipped in front as Subban took the blast from the point. And off the face-off, Devils come right back in, and Quokinen beats Lanner. His second of the year. Tice Thompson picks up his first point. And it's 2-0 in the early stages here at Prudential Center. Tatar hasn't scored in a while, but he will here. His 15th, Sharangovich 16th assist, Hughes 14th assist. A lot of points there. And 6 minutes in, it's 3-0. Vegas takes a penalty to kill it off. And a great period for New Jersey as the fans applaud. It's 3-0 after 1. Halfway through the game, it remains 3-0. And nothing doing in that second period. Vegas trying to climb back in. They're going to need a goal to get it going. As we approach 9 minutes to go in the third, and a shot from the point by Hamilton finds its way in. It's 4-0. New Jersey takes a penalty, but it doesn't matter. They kill it off, and Mackenzie Blackwood picks up the shutout. 4-0. New Jersey wins the game, and not much to dislike in this game from the Devils' standpoint. Everybody looks like they've played fairly well. Siegenthaler's had some 50s lately, so he's in a little bit of a rut, but the D grades are still pretty good. I've been very impressed with Graves. I know he's coming up in a contract year soon. Alex Holtz had a really good game. He looks like he belongs. VC and Sharangovich. VC has these like up and down. Blackwood gets a 100 rating, 29 of 29. So, we kept Hischier out of action, and it doesn't seem like it mattered. It definitely didn't matter because we were able to win there. We got mail here that he is very close to being back to normal. He will more or less be himself if he is dressed now. And another trade, Eric Robinson for Luke Witkowski. Witkowski's a little bit older. Alright. 19-8-1. 39 points. Good enough for second in the East. 1 point behind the Caps for first. We have a game in hand. And we're playing well. We're getting good goaltending. And that's something the Devils didn't have in real life. But Bernier's been, you see him right here, save percentage, 9th in the league. And we get the news that Nico Hischier's completely recovered. He hopes to get back to where he was at. Don't need him. So we've got to make a roster move because Nico Hischier is ready. Our captain is ready to return. And I think that means Tice Thompson, even though he's approved. No, because we could send him down, and he's got a lot of potential, so. Tice back to Utica. Mad about that? No, he understands. He gets it. Whereas Holtz, he wants to be up now, and he's playing like he should be. So, we will play Detroit. Now Holtz will play with Hischier on the second line along with Zacha. We'll see how that goes. It'll be interesting what happens when Jesper Bratt comes back. So Blackwood, after his stellar match, his shutout, will get the start against Tomas Greiss. Pretty sure it's not, or maybe it's Thomas Greiss. Well, Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. Face off and the game is underway. Devils go on a power play. And will it be Detroit short-handed? Yes, it is. Lucas Carlson's first of the season. That hurts. Devils power play continues to struggle a little bit. I know we had some more success, but still not great. End of the first, Detroit leading 1-0. Alright, halfway through the game, it's still 1-0. Devils having trouble getting some offense going. Third period. Ticking away. We'll get a power play. And we don't get it. We get a bench minor. Kill that off. 5 minutes to play in the game. And Jesper Boquist scores. 5th of the season to tie the game at 1 with 4:55 to go. And they'll get at least a point out of it. They go to overtime. And here we go again. Another shootout. This time it'll be Blackwood in goal. Here comes Larkin, scores. So, Devils will send out Alex Holtz to try to even things up in the shootout. He'll go up against Grice. Scores. I think he's 2 for 2 in the shootout now. Robbie Fabry. Second round begins. Big save by Blackwood. Tatar. Tatar skates in. And he puts it home. Blackwood makes a save, and this will be a win, or continue on if he gives up the goal. But no, Blackwood denies him, and the Devils win yet another shootout. They take it by a score of 2-1. It was a 1-1 game. The shootout, the Devils win that. Detroit outshoots New Jersey 40-28. Blackwood's getting on a little bit of a roll now. Again, not too much to dislike. A rough game for Severson and DeLeo a little bit, but everybody else played average or above average. Gave us what we want. Blackwood picks up another 100 game rating with 39 of 40 shots. I believe that is definitely back-to-back because he just came off that shutout. Chase DeLeo is becoming comfortable at right wing. That's good, but he's not part of our long-term plans. But just want to look here at these goalie stats. I think our goaltending has been really good lately. Let's see. Bernier with a 264, Blackwood with a 283. The save percentages are both very good. Bernier with a 919, Blackwood with a 924. And then if we look at Blackwood, game by game, 2 straight 100-point efforts. And his last game before that was a 93. His last few games have been pretty good. He had one stinker in Anaheim back at the beginning of November, but since then he's played relatively well. He's faced a lot of shots too. So when he's in, he's doing well. And that's a big reason, him and Bernie, a big reason why we are 20 wins, 8 losses, 1 overtime loss. How many does this show, the shootout? It's got to show it somewhere. Here? Yeah, the regulation or overtime wins. So we have 20 wins, but our row is 15. So we've won 5 shootouts. Yeah, there it is. 5-0 in the shootout. Remarkable. We've won 6 straight. So we are rolling right now. Absolutely rolling. The shootout, a big part of that. And we have a home and home with Pittsburgh coming up, and that's a big home and home matchup because they're right behind us. They could tie us in the standings if they take all 4 of these points. It's still weird to me that we're battling with them for near the top of the division. And I remember Pittsburgh, yeah, they've destroyed us in the past. I think they just dismantled us in the preseason pretty good. They beat us pretty sound in our last regular season game, so good test coming up in a home and home series with the Pittsburgh Penguins. So we shall see how this goes. Elzado gets suspended. Alright, let's see. So DeLeo doesn't get the start. Charo straws in. Interesting. Bernier gets in. Guess they want to make sure Bernie still gets some time, even though Blackwood's been on a roll. That does not look like Sidney Crosby. But, nevertheless, here we go. From New Jersey, Devils, Penguins. Devils trying to show that they can compete with the Penguins. They'll get a power play. And he sure comes in and scores a power play goal. That's good to see. Unassisted goal. 1-0. And a face-off. Penguins level the game at 1. Sidney Crosby, his 9th of the season. Devils take a penalty. And off the face-off, Russ takes a shot that goes in. Was it tipped in front? Yes, it was. Gensel's 21st. 2-1 Penguins. Penguins giving us fits right now. Devils go on a power play. Pittsburgh kills it off. Puck goes into the corner. McLeod scoops it up. Hands it over to Wood, who scores and ties the game at 2. Christian Jaros gets his first assist. Good to see. 2-2. Penguins take a holding penalty. They kill it off. We start the third. Major injury for Janne Kuokkanen, elbow strain. Not good. Penguins take a penalty. Uh-oh. Penguins shorthanded score. And the power play gives us a goal, and then we give one up on the on our own power play, so not ideal. But now the Devils score. Looked like they just killed off a penalty and tie the game. It looked like Ty Smith was in the box, came out of the box, and contributed to an assist there for McLeod's 2nd of the year. Tied at 3. Devils take a late penalty. They kill it off. We go to overtime. Crosby takes a penalty. And it's an overtime winner. Hamilton from Hughes and Zacha don't need the shootout here. It is a 4-3 win in overtime in front of a sellout. So, again, continue to get good efforts from most players. We have to see what this injury to Kuokkanen looks like. Said major, he will be shelved for 4 weeks. He was starting to heat up, so it was happening in a frustrating time. Was he starting to heat up? He had 2 points 3 games ago. He had 2 good games, I guess. So, is what it is. Depth player for us. But he is going to be hurt. He is not going to be able to play. He's going to have to go on injured list. Still waiting on Bratt to come back. And do we call Tice back up again? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 defensemen, so we're going to have to call up a forward. It is going to be Tice again. As even though the injury bug is hitting us somewhat, we're finding ways, players that we have. And that's what's important. As we are now atop the Metro. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Carlson has missed a streak. The Islanders have made another trade. They're going to get Brassard and Kulak for Hicketts. So the Islanders trade away a younger player, for some veteran leadership in Derek Brassard. Only got 3 points in 22 games thus far. Oh. I don't like having those messages. Let's make sure we get rid of them. There we go. And as we approach the end of December, as Middlestad has a 4-point game. Logan Brown is young, has potential. He gets claimed by the Kings. We will go to Pittsburgh. Nah, that's alright. We're gonna go to Pittsburgh. Try to sweep the home and home. Tice gets back in on the 4th line. And the Devils go back to Blackwood. And there you say in the preseason, yeah, they beat us good. 10-1. Pretty good in Pittsburgh. 5-2. But we took the last one. 4-3. We're at the PPG Paints Arena. And Blackwood continue his strong play as we get a power play. It's killed off. And first period comes to a close. Blackwood turns aside 10. Jari turns aside 4. So Penguins outplay us in the period. Blackwood keeps us in it. We take a penalty. Killed off. We take another penalty. Killed off again. But the Penguins... Oh, the Devils try to work it out. They don't. And Bluger scores. His 3rd of the season makes it 1-0 Pittsburgh about halfway through, and the Penguins score again. Is it Bluger again? Yes, it is. His 2nd of the game. It's 2-0 just like that. And the Penguins threatening for a 3rd. They score again. Ricard Raquel. 3-0 as Penguins rolling right now. Here come the Penguins again. And I think Bluger just got a hat trick. He came in with, what, 2 goals? And yeah, now he's got 5. He picks up a hat trick. 4-0 Penguins. Look at this. Here come the Penguins again. They're going to dismantle us. Crosby now. We just have trouble with the Penguins. I know we got the last one. It's 5-0. It ends 5-0. So the Penguins, despite that overtime win that we got, a little bit of our kryptonite. Yikes. 5-0. The Penguins take it. Graves had an all-around bad night. Dougie Hamilton had a brutal night defensively. -3. See, minuses all around. Severson put in a good effort. But this was one of our... It's going to happen, but... Blackwood, 43 shots, 38 saves. It happens. Alright, so yeah, Bluger has this great game. We know. Against us. Penguins. But we have Montreal coming up. Some news. None of it really applies to us, so get rid of that. And Montreal coming in. Montreal is 7th in the Atlantic. Game you want to have. See how it goes. Not a huge fan of this 4th line. Might want to improve that. But again, we do have guys that are hurt, so Bernier draws in against Primu. First period. Take a penalty. They take a penalty. Both killed off. And nothing doing in the first period. Second period. Wideman takes another penalty. They kill it off. Halfway through the game. Still nothing going on. Nothing after 2. Goalies. Bernier stops 22 of 22. Primu stops 15 of 15. Third period. Here comes New Jersey. Miles Wood will convert. His 3rd of the season. 1-0 with 8 minutes to go. Can they hang on? Uh-oh. Montreal super late with 11 seconds to go and the extra attacker on. Mike Hoffman ties it. We go to overtime. And we go to the shootout where we've been very strong, but good things don't last forever, right? We'll see. Tatar scores. We are 5-0 in these coming into this game. Our 6th shootout game of the year. We're up 1. Suzuki tries to tie. Does not. Holtz could put New Jersey up. 2 goals in the shootout. He does again. I think he's now 3 for 3. I should have better memory, but I'm pretty sure he scored 3 of his 3 attempts. And for the win, he shoots it wide, and now we are 6-0 in the shootout. So we take 2 more points, despite giving up that late goal that hurt. Hamilton with another not so good game. It's a little troubling. Hughes with a bad game defensively. But Bernier stands on his head. 99 game rating, 36 of 37, including both in the shootout. Well, I think they just missed, yeah. So, what do we have? We got 3 games left in the month. And so far, it's looking like another successful month. Those things. Tarasenko's day to day, and we are about to play St. Louis, and he is good. Got the same injury that Bastian has. Blues struggling this year. For goalies, you see them both up there. Trade rumors. Yeah, we don't need him. And we have a trade to announce. Mikhailov for a 4th. Seattle makes another waiver claim as they try to build their roster. And we advance to our next game. Bergeron signs an extension. $5.3 million offer for a year. He's 36. What's his contract now? 6.8. So, takes a little bit of a discount. Helps the Bruins out. Staying at home. What's he doing this year? 26 points, 24 games. So, that's a pretty good deal for Boston, actually. Good on him. Good for Boston. And it'll be the Blues and the Devils coming up. Bernier back in the net against Ville Husso. I probably messed so many names up. Enterprise center. Nicoletti goes to the box. They kill it off. And we take a penalty. Nothing doing. 0-0 after 1. Second period, and a 5-minute major to Perron for an illegal check to the head. That could be problematic. We'll find out. We get nothing on the power play. That's bad news. We don't convert on those. Then we take a penalty. We kill that off. So for the second straight game, nothing after 2. Third period. And I'm ticking away here. Devils go on a late power play. Nothing. Bernier stops 36 shots. Husso stops 27. We go to overtime. And the Blues. It's Shen scores. Tough one to lose. We get the 1 point. Braden Shen wins it in overtime for St. Louis. So a goalie duel there. Husso wins it for the Blues. Can't be mad at Bernier there. Got outplayed. Defensively, we played really well. Just couldn't find that goal. Bernier puts a 94 on the board. Perron has been reviewed for that illegal check to the head. No suspension again. Do we have an injury? Let's take a look. Ryan Graves. Not good. Groin tightness, but that might not have been from the hit. Game unavailable. We'll just probably dress Siegenthaler instead. I don't really want to call somebody up. Well, could call Walsh up. I think we'll just go with it as is. Graves has been so good for us. I don't want to lose him too long. I am a little curious. We haven't seen Jack Hughes' name come up in a while. No points in his last 3. He hasn't scored in a long time. His last goal is way back on December 10th. So he's at 15 goals, 16 assists, 31 points in 33 games. Still very, very good for his age 20 season. But he's cooled off a little bit. I think a lot of our players, I think, have cooled off a little bit. I think he sure cooled down. Here's he sure. We look game by game. No points in his last 3. He had a goal on the 19th of December. Then he had nothing. He had assist, a goal, and assist. He had a good streak there, and then since then we've had a few games where he's just been kind of quiet. But we're still finding ways to get points. Some other players are stepping up. We look back at the roster and we look back at our stat summary. Look at our points. Hughes got 31. Tatar, a little cool down too. He's got 22 points. Heischer's 22. So you see, like right here, from here to about Subban, who also has 15 points as a defenseman. We're getting good contributions from a lot of players. It does kind of fall off a little bit. But you know what? Finding ways to win, and then of course we go to the goalie stats, and we have Blackwood's goals against went up to 3.01, I think, because of that Penguins game. But the save percentages, 924 and 920. You can't really ask for much more than that from your goalies. 2 more games in December. We'll wrap this video up. I apologize for all the cuts. Try to get this out midday instead of at night, and things happen. So I had to make some cuts during the video, but that's okay. I hope it doesn't mess up when I edit it out and put it all together. But Jesper Bratt is getting very, very close. Getting closer to when he could come back, and we'll see how that shakes out. Game against the Buffalo Sabres. Bernier back in the net against Dell, former Devil Dell. Lindy Ruff coaching against his old team where he spent many a seasons as the head coach. We take an early penalty, kill it off. Take another penalty, and do not kill that one off. Sabres score. Olofsson gets his team up by 1. The Devils will answer. We're talking about how Tatar, I think, was cooled off. I think he just scored. No, Ty Smith from Tatar and Hughes. So we said Tatar and Hughes were cooled, and they got going a little bit there, both with an assist. They hurt us. York takes a penalty. We go into power play. Nothing doing. Boquist skates out into their neutral zone. Boquist into the offensive zone. Takes a long drive and scores. And it'll put the Devils up 2-1. And late in the first, another goal. And that's Nico Hischier. So another guy we said cooled down, getting a point, getting a goal. Like they hurt us, huh? Interesting how that works. Power play for New Jersey. BC wraps it around. And it gets up to Hughes, who takes a shot. I think BC tipped it. He does, so Hughes another point. He hurt us, I'm telling you. Here come the Sabres. They're not quite oh! Turnover in the neutral zone, and the Devils make him pay. Hischier with another point. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So, Buffalo will start the third on a power play. Devils kill it off. 10 minutes to go in the period. Tatar face-off. Siegenthaler shoots from long range and scores his first of the season. 6-1. Will Butcher, I thought that was us because he used to be a Devil, but it was on the Sabres. Apparently the Sabres just did not have a good game. Not at all. We did, though, because of it. That's twice now we've routed the Sabres. We beat them 8-2 and now 6-1. So, whereas the Penguins own us, we seem to own Buffalo, but Buffalo is not a strong team. Shots are even at 29 apiece. Our team played very, very well. Very well. Nothing to really dislike here. I mean, Tice Thompson, it is what it is. Fourth line player that is filling in a gap right now. I think when Brett comes up, he will go. Buffalo not being a good team shows. And we made him pay. Bernier did what he needed to do for us. So 1 game to go in the month. It will be home against the Oilers on New Year's Eve. Can we take the game against the Edmonton Oilers? You see, our guys are no longer on the point side, but our goaltenders are. Get another email from Jesper Brad that he is day to day. I don't think he's played much, has he? He's been out for much of the year. He's played 8 games, had 5 points, so he's doing pretty well. It'll be nice when we get him back. Boken is still 2 to 3 weeks out. Bastian's still 1 to 2 months out. He could play, but it just doesn't make sense. No. I mean, when you got a leg injury with skating or whatever, it's just not worth it. Especially Bastian. I mean, we're talking like one of our star players. Maybe it's worth it, but team contains injured players. Oh yeah, we got Graves, who's still dealing with the day-to-day injury. Hopefully he's back soon. We've got Edmonton for the final game of December as we will head off into 2022. So it looks like after this one, no matter what, we are going to end December at the top of the Eastern Conference. Even if we drop this one, which is crazy. Crazy. Scouting update. Shane Wright moving up. I think he was a little lower, but now he's moved back up to number 2. The annual newspaper. So for the year end, right? We're talking the year, calendar year, or no, 2021, 2022. Interesting. McDavid, the best skater. I see that. Cale McCarr, the hardest shot. Interesting. Toughest, Curtis Gabriel. He's an enforcer. Fastest, Connor McDavid. It makes sense. Best role model, Patrice Bergeron. After signing that contract, I can see it. Cleanest, Jacob Slavin. Controversial, Brent Burns. Overrated, Anthony Duclair. He's got 38 points in 35 games. It's hard to say that he's overrated right now. Underrated, Adam Pelech. Smartest, Anze Kopitar. Toughest goalie to beat, Connor Hellebuck. That's interesting because he's only got a 903 this year. So, coach you'd most like to play for, John Cooper. So, let us have our final game of 2021 against the Edmonton Oilers. We're going to put Blackwood in the goal. They're going to put Mike Smith in. Now Blackwood, I think his last game was against the Penguins, and he didn't do so well. See how he does here. As the first period winding down, nothing doing. Shots 9-6 in favor of the Devils. Devils take a penalty. Major injury, first degree MCL sprain for Pavel Zacha. That's not good. So we're about to get Brett back. We're going to lose Zacha. That's a bummer. Highsmith, second penalty of the game. Killed off. Bad turnover by VZ and score. VZ. Can't do that. DVR 7th. 1-0 Edmonton. So Blackwood playing pretty well. 23 of 24, but we've got nothing on 20 shots. And Puljujärvi scores. And it's 2-0 Edmonton early in the third. Puljujärvi, I think that's how you say it. McDavid fires wide. McDavid, little point. Barre, and he scores. Was it tipped in front? Nope. McDavid gets an assist. It's 3-0. We gotta help Blackwood out. We got shut out when he played against Pittsburgh. Mercer to Siegenthaler, who takes a long drive, gets his second of the year. Too little, too late. Devils pull the goalie. Edmonton is going to convert. And they will take the 2 points away from us here. We don't do much to help Blackwood again. That's a shame. We get outshot 39-26. We're having too much of a New Year's party already. We were looking past this game. And we got to deal with this injury now. Not so good. We got some reds here. So again, we're going to have some of these games. We had it against Pittsburgh. Just a shame they both came when Blackwood was in the net. Blackwood, who gives us an 86 game rating with a 921 save percentage. So right about what he's been giving us all year, but we didn't help him. Zaka's going to be out 12 days. I felt a sharp pain when it happened. I knew something was wrong. So 12 days isn't, you know, the worst injury in the world for us, but definitely long enough to put him on the injured list. Which, with that, we are going to just simply call Jesper Bratt back in. Minor injuries day to day is game available. I think we'll get him going. I don't really want, looking at this, I'm not really ready to call up. I don't even think I can. Graham Clark. I don't want to call him up. Could call him up. He's an older, but I just really would rather have Jesper Bratt right now. So that's going to take us into January. Let's just get into January. Let's just go into 2022 and then we'll wrap this video up. We do fall to second in the division, but we have a game in hand. I think the Washington Capitals have more regulation and overtime wins, which is the tiebreaker. Lots of mail. Seguin streak ended. Blackwood still selling the most jerseys, probably because he's a homegrown player and he's playing pretty well this year. Subban, Bernier, of course I could see with how he's playing. Tatar, doing very well as well in Hamilton. Kokanen's ready to return. Brad has a clean bill of health, so he is 100% recovered. It's just got to get his fitness back. Development report. Luke Hughes improves a lot. Blackwood improves his professionalism. Oh, good. That's what we want. Alex Holtz to improve his aggression and fighting. Hughes improves his offensive read. Well on his way to that 5-star rating. Sharon Govich, speed and bravery, so he's getting quicker. Mercer with the shooting range. Ty Smith is improving. And our prospects, Kevin Ball getting more aggressive and better at shot blocking. Hammond loses some leadership. Jonathan Bernier, interesting. Struggling with the low shots and his determination has gone down. So those are the only two that have decreased. But that's a lot of good news. I don't think we still have anybody in the top sellers here. Wasn't it Strome we said in one of the other videos for November? The last video? Don't see him here now. Makes more sense. Those are guys you expect to see. Kings are trying to shop Trevor Moore. And Colorado Avalanche will get the Player of the Month award, and Mike Smith, the Goalie of the Month. Monthly budget. I'm liking how everything is. I'm not going to change it. It's been working so well. We're getting a lot of points. We're going to need it. So I'm just going to keep it as is. So I think that's a good place. We'll just look really quick. Let's look at our team. Let's look at our stats. Can we look at? We have to look at all options. And stats summary. So I keep forgetting the defaults to that. So still getting points from many different areas. Delio, these guys down here You don't expect points from them. We'll see Brett hopefully get going. Holtz is starting to play better, as he's one of our younger, more talented players. We're hoping that he comes into his own there. Face-off percentage. Our centers, he sure is up there with a 55, so we're winning face-off, so that's good. Game ratings. Guitar's been our best overall. It's very interesting to see VC up there. Hughes is up there. Holtz is up there. Down near the bottom, Boquist, Wood, Siegenthaler. Siegenthaler I give passes because it gives me good defensive game rating, but his offense is not good. And if we look at his ratings, he's not going to give us that good offense, but he is going to give us stellar defense. So that's fine by me. And then again, we look at our goalies. Oh, not the ratings. Stats. 926 and the 920. So can't be disappointed there. Bernier is 17-3-1. 17-3-1. Blackwood 6-7-1. But he's had some tough luck losses too. Oh, what is this shot stats there? Oh, pad shots, targeted high. These are interesting. I never knew that this had this. Shootout goals surrendered. And we know we're doing pretty well there. Blackwood's 667 in the shootout, but Bernie's been 813. That's a big reason why we're at where we're at. Let's take a look. Quick look at the standings. You see right here the points. McKinnon has got 55. Gaudreau 53. I think he's in a contract year. Yeah, he's got 1 year left. 6.7. He's going to get a nice raise. Horvat, Chuck, Rantanen round at the top 5, and then goals. Pacioretty 28, Gensel 24, DeBrincat 23, McKinnon 23, Rantanen 23. So Colorado getting nice results there. That's why they're at the top of the Central with a 5-point cushion. Assists, Gaudreau having that good year. Goals against average, there's our guy. Jonathan Bernier is 9th in that regard. He is 4th in save percentage. And then he is 4th in wins. Freddie Anderson, though. Right? Frederick Anderson? Yep, Frederick Anderson. Looking like a Vezina winner right now. 933 save percentage and a 203 goals against. Bobrovsky, still time to make some noise, can get there. Bernier's having a great year. Not quite at those guys' level. Well, save percentage is in that mix. The goals against, I mean, those guys must have pitched some shutouts. Yeah, so he's got 2 shutouts. And Bobrovsky's he doesn't have any. So he just keeps them low scoring. Bernier's got 2 shutouts himself, so. Which is more than he's had in his last 3 years, or just the same amount as he's had in the last 3 years combined. So, 33-year-old season for Jonathan Bernier, and it's been a breakout year. Okay. Points milestones coming up. That's kind of cool. Crosby's 4 away from 500. Look at stats. So, we did see goals, points, shots. I don't have anybody up there. Plus, minus. There's our guy, Ryan Graves. I told you he's been really... Look at Colorado. Bing, 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 bing. They're all over. Jonathan Toews in the face-off department. We don't have anybody there. Shots blocked. We have Ryan Graves making an appearance. Penalty minutes. We don't want to be there. Power play goals. We know we're not doing so hot there. Shorthanded goals. Tatar has 2, so he's up there. Team stats. I do want to see that. Where is this power play rating here? Here it is. Power play percentage. We are 29th power play. Not ideal. We're even behind the Seattle Kraken. There's Tampa Bay behind us. Remember we said Tampa Bay was struggling? Well, guess that makes sense. And penalty kill. We're middle of the pack. We're 17th. What do we have here? I can't. I wish they had the little, like, lines. Yeah, it's not going to show us there. Hard to see. Let's say if I click goals against per game, that's the highest. Let's go. We're 6th, so we're doing well there. How about goals per game? We are 15th, so right in the middle. So it's our goaltending that has us where we are. Face-off percentage, we're 30. So we have guys that are winning face-offs, but we're overall not a very good face-off team. Was that hits? I think that's H stands for hits. And we are the bottom team in that. Shots blocked, we're 30th in that. Takeaways, we lead the league in takeaways by a landslide. Now, I don't know if that's because we're doing the games and watching them, but oh my lord, are we doing well in that area. 329 takeaways. So we're not blocking shots, we're not hitting guys. I guess maybe that's where it's coming from. We're just taking the puck away, stick on stick. And then giveaways, though, we lead the league there too. It almost reminds me of like EA Sports when you play the games, you always get those high numbers. Injury days, we've got the 6th most injury days. I guess that's like the manpower lost or something like that, how many days you had a guy on the injured list. So even with injuries, especially like just for Brat, we're finding ways because of our goaltending. Team attendance, home average. See now, like see how they have like the grid here? I wish they had that for the team stats. We are down here, which isn't great, but that's because we have a smaller capacity arena. I think ours is 17,625. For New Jersey to have 16 sellouts, that's pretty good. We're selling tickets. Sold out the away arenas 12 times. People are coming out to watch us play. Capacity used. 99% capacity. So, fans are coming out. Alright, so we end December. If I take a look at the schedule, December started off with 2 losses. Then we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 game winning streak. Lost one, won another, lost one, won another, lost. So we went after that 7 game win streak, which was huge. Went back to 500 hockey. So overall for the month, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wins, 9 wins, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losses. And I think some of them were overtime. So very solid month once again. You know, if we don't have that 7 game win streak, the month doesn't look so good. But you know what? Fact of the matter is, we had it, and we sit very nice at 23, 10, and 2. Click that, it brings us back here. 23, 10, and 2. So with a game in hand on Washington, we sit second. So let's look at division now. Here, you can look at it there. Does it do it right? No, so see the wild cards, Rangers, Hurricanes, and if you go to conference, oh, maybe it does. So the points, 37. The Islanders are 36 points. We are 10 points to go. The Islanders still have some games in hand, but we've got some room. I think that we could be a playoff team in this first season. Might have to make some moves to bolster that 4th line. I'm not sure that that's going to cut it. Graves still. That's what I want to check. Alright. Wait. One more thing. No, we've got 23 of 23. We can't fit him. Okay, got it. Alright. That's going to do it for the month of December. Next time we do a video, it will be January of 2022. We'll have another month. We'll really know where we sit. And then the following video after that one will be February. And we have the trade deadline coming up. So we'll have to really decide, are we buyers? Are we buyers? Crazy to think with the Devils team that we saw in real life that we could be buyers in this right now. Just like Tampa Bay. Are they going to sell? They might have to. They are struggling. A little back. Look, Florida was the President's Trophy team. They're in 11th. So, pretty crazy alternate universe here. But we're proving the doubters wrong. We just needed a new GM. We need to get rid of Tom Fitzgerald. It might be the assistant GM for me in here. Don't know. It might be. But regardless, the new general manager, new head general manager. And it's working out. 23-10-2. Alright, we're going to stop it there. Thanks for tuning in. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button, and I'll get the next one out hopefully within a week or two. Maybe even sooner, we'll see. I do like playing, it's just got to find time, that's all. Alright, thanks again for your time, and I will see you for the January portion of our schedule in a little bit.